Well, welcome to my channel, and today we have another trail camera review. I'm excited because I believe it's the smallest trail camera I have ever used or reviewed on this channel. It's the Moultrie Micro-42. Now this is advertised as a 42 megapixel trail camera, and again it is one of the smallest trail cameras available. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing. I'll give you my initial thoughts after seeing this camera for the first time, but then more importantly, I'm going to be putting it out into the woods and collect sample photos and videos to show you. After all, if they're advertising 42 megapixel, it should be pretty impressive. I'll then bring you back after using this trail camera for a month or two, and I'll give you my final thoughts, the pros and cons as I see it after using this trail camera. First, let's get into the unboxing. So it is the Moultrie 42 megapixels. Some more of the specs, and again back here even more information. Do get a tree strap with a plastic buckle on it. Looks like we get a Moultrie sticker, and there is the instructions for using the camera. The camera actually comes with 4 AA batteries, and that's what it does run on. So let's take a closer look at the camera, and it is a micro trail camera. I know it's kind of hard to tell exactly how small this camera is, but let's do a little bit of a comparison here. If you get a dollar bill, you can see it's approximately as wide as a dollar bill, and if we fold that in half, again, yeah, it's about the size of a dollar bill folded in half. Very small trail camera. We have one large latch here on the side. When we open that up, you can see it exposes the full-size SD card slot. And then if we open up the back here, it does take 4 AA batteries. Just a small screen here that's going to show the menu settings. Quick start guide over on that side. Again, one large latch. It does have a Python cable, and I can tell you I really like this design. That the Python cable is not only going to lock the camera to the tree, it's also going to lock this latch from being opened. So no need for an extra padlock. So it does have a 1/4-20 mount here on the bottom of the camera. Also has an external power port. It is a 6-volt trail camera. Also has a USB out. If you choose to view your photos or videos that way. Has darkened IR bulbs. Of course, your PIR sensor and your lens here. The back has a little bit of serrations on the tree strap mounts and on the bottom 1/4-20 mount there. And again, a place for your cable lock, which is very nice. So next, I'll put in the 4 AA batteries that were included. I'll also put in a full-size SD card. And then we're going to put it out and start collecting sample photos and videos. I'm going to start showing those samples to you right now. So I've been showing you sample photos and videos that I've been getting from this micro Moultrie trail camera. I've been using it for close to 2 months now, and it's now time for my final thoughts. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to start out with the cons today because unfortunately I have a bit of a list of the cons. There are some positives, and we'll get to that in just a bit. But starting out with the cons, this is definitely a bare minimum trail camera. And by that I mean in the settings, you get very limited setup options. As you can see, there's no display screen to view back your photos and videos, so I see that as a bit of a negative. There's no battery indicator, so you have no idea what your battery life is like. There's also no picture or video counter. So when you come to check your trail camera, you have no idea how many photos or videos on it. Again, you don't know what the battery life is, and you can't view back any of your photos or videos on this actual trail camera. You have to, of course, remove the SD card and view them that way. So for me, this is definitely a base model trail camera, but the price tag is more of a premium trail camera. So having less features is not necessarily a problem. Let's say if you order a car with no air conditioning, roll-up windows, manual transmission, all that's fine, but then you're going to be paying a lot less for the car. This trail camera, you get very few options, but yet you're paying a pretty healthy price tag for this micro trail camera. Another negative, it also goes with the settings of the trail camera. You have no hybrid option. You cannot take a photo followed by a video. Virtually every single trail camera that I have nowadays gives that option, but again, this model does not. You can choose photo or you can choose video, but you cannot choose both photo and video. Continuing on with my list of negatives, it is the video on this camera. The video is not very high quality. In fact, it's advertised as 720p, and that's quite obvious when you put it on video mode. It's not great quality video. And another negative, there is no audio included with the videos. So you're taking videos that are absolutely silent. You cannot hear any of the background noise. So for me, that's a negative. I love having good audio with the video. It just adds a lot more dynamic, and I love hearing what's going on around as it takes a video. So rather poor video quality, or at least in my opinion it is, and no audio with the videos, those are all cons in my book. So I've been pretty rough up to this point on this trail camera. That's been a pretty big list of negatives, or at least in my opinion, but there are some positives, and let's touch on those now. One is its compact size. It is possibly the smallest trail camera available, or one of the smallest trail cameras available. I like that. It's easy to conceal, it's easy to carry. If you're carrying multiple trail cameras out into the woods and you're going to be placing them, you can almost put this inside your pocket. It's very lightweight, very small, so I like its compactability. Another thing is its security. A small camera is easier to conceal, and it also accepts a security cable. Not only will the security cable lock this to the tree, it also locks the latch. I absolutely love this design that the Python cable goes both through the latch and the camera at the same time. Most camera nowadays, you have to use a separate padlock if you want to lock the latch, and some don't even give that option at all. So kudos to Moultrie for having that security cable go through the latch and the camera to secure both with just one cable. Another good part of their design is the SD card. It takes a full-size SD card, and it is very easy to access. You open the latch and you actually don't even have to open the camera, and you can access the SD card. It's not tucked away at the very bottom where you have to bend over to see it. So that's a great design. Having that right there on the side, very easy. Even if you would have gloves on, you could pull out this SD card. That's a great design. Another positive for this camera, it does take good pictures, both daytime and night. Now, they are not excellent pictures, and in fact this is advertised as a 42 megapixel, probably the highest advertised megapixel of any trail camera I've ever seen, and the photo qualities don't quite live up to that large of a number or that great of a quality, but they are better than average. So I give it a thumbs up for its photo quality. Now that video quality, as I already mentioned, is a whole different story, but if you're simply looking just to take pictures, this camera does a pretty good job both daytime and nighttime, as you saw in those samples. The battery life and trigger speed were both good with this camera. In fact, this camera came with the 4 Moultrie batteries to get you up and going when you first buy this camera, and I'm still on the original 4 batteries. So this camera has taken several hundred photos, and I've had close to 200 videos, and of course videos take a lot more battery, and these original batteries are still operating. Now, as I already mentioned, there is no battery level indicator, so I have no idea how long I have left on this, but as of now, several hundred photos and videos, and the 4 batteries are still operating. So those were my final thoughts on this Micro Moultrie 42 megapixel trail camera. I was pretty hard on it, a little bit disappointed in some of the performance and lack of options available to this, but the camera did operate fine. It gave me no issues, that it didn't malfunction at all. So it really comes down to what you're looking for in a trail camera. Again, I can't advise using this on video mode. You're probably not going to be very happy, but if you're simply looking for an extremely small trail camera that you can hide, maybe you're going on the public land and concealing it is a big deal, then Moultrie might be an option for you. Again, its price tag for me is a little bit high, considering it's basically a base model trail camera. With its lack of option, it's very limited on what you can do with it. You can simply just put it on photo or video mode. The videos, again, are capped at 10 seconds, so that's a negative for me, and they have no audio. So that deems it virtually useless for what I like using trail cameras for. But if you're simply looking to put it on photo mode, it does have a burst in photo mode. So that worked quite well. In fact, you can put the delay at 0 and put it on burst mode, and this will continue to take pictures as long as an animal is in front of it. It might take 20 or 30 pictures on that burst mode with 0 delay. So that is an option that not all trail cameras give you. But again, overall, a pretty base model trail camera for right around $80 range. There are a lot of other trail cameras out there that cost less money, that you can get higher quality photos and videos, but this is a compact size, so that's possibly what you're paying for. So that concludes my final thoughts on this Moultrie Micro trail camera. I'll be placing a link down in the description if you want more information, or maybe you would like to purchase a micro trail camera for yourself. There will be that link down in the description. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe something I didn't cover, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. I really do enjoy hearing from you, and I try and get back to each and every one of you. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.